11 Alive studio right now. We're hanging on your every word, Chris.
Well, you know, this is going to start as rain overnight, coming into northwest Georgia, pushing into Atlanta during the morning hours. Now, it's not going to be one of these things where you wake up and see snow on the ground in the morning. This isn't going to change over to snow until mid-morning to around lunchtime. So this is what we're watching with the moisture right now. We are seeing a little bit of light rain trying to come down out of what you see right here. Now, this actually looks worse than what it is. Not all of this is making it to the ground. Some of this is really light and evaporating, but we have had some reports over northwest Georgia of a few raindrops coming down. Also, a few lighter showers over in Huntsville. The bulk of the rain that's actually making it to the ground that's a little more significant is over into Mississippi, and that's going to take a while for this whole system to move closer to us, and that is what is going to increase our chances for some moisture in the form, precip in the form of liquid at first, in the form of light rain, and then it changes over to snow. So here's what we're watching. Let's take a look at the bigger picture, and you can see that rain that is over into Alabama right now. As that moves our way and the cold air catches up to it, that's when we're going to see that change over into some snow and then black ice potentially developing. So we mentioned earlier winter storm warning for far north Georgia, winter weather advisory for much of the metro Atlanta area. The higher accumulations far to the north and to the west, and then in metro Atlanta, maybe an inch or so. Here's a look at our hand-drawn projections. Instead of showing you a lot of different model scenarios, I feel like it's my job as a meteorologist to look at that and then tell you what I think is going to happen. I think those highest amounts will be up in northwest Georgia, 3 to 4 inches of rain, of snow possible there from Floyd County on up into parts of Murray County, including the Dalton area, Dayton, Walker counties. And then as it gets closer to Atlanta, those totals are a little bit lower, where you can see here Fannin, Gilmer, on into parts of Pickens, northern Cherokee, Bartow, on over into Paulding County, Haralson and Polk, maybe 1 to 2 inches there, and even some south of I-20 on the west side too. But for metro Atlanta, mainly less than an inch of snow, and then that all falls apart as you go farther out over toward Athens, where I don't think you'll see much, and maybe some snow flurries, but nothing accumulating. So here's the timeline. Southerly flow, it's mild out there. We have temperatures right now at 50 degrees, and it's going to be in the 40s in the morning. So the warmest part of the day is going to be overnight and early in the morning. Then you can see some of this rain at 6 o'clock in the morning coming in, dry in Atlanta. There's the snow in northwest Georgia. Even at 8 o'clock, still dry, but the rain knocking on the door, and then it's going to rain briefly, then change over to snow. Here's that snow rain line at 9:30, 10 o'clock. West Metro getting snow, then that's coming through Atlanta, and then at lunchtime, still some snow here. But watch the back edge. It moves out after lunch. That's over to the east, and then it mainly changes over into rain. Maybe Athens will pick up just a little bit of snow flurry activity, but nothing really that would accumulate. Now, this is what I want you to see. This blue line, that's the freezing line. So by 6 o'clock in Atlanta, we're still above freezing, but areas north of the city will be below freezing, and that's where we have to watch for some of that black ice to develop. And then the freezing line goes all the way down to the south. Our temperatures drop big time into the 20s early on Wednesday morning. So whatever moisture doesn't have time to dry up could potentially turn into black ice. Let me tell you, it is going to be cold here. And Wednesday, I do think will stay above or stay below freezing till about lunchtime and then briefly go above freezing. So watch these temperatures. Yeah, warm in the morning, 40s. And then here comes that colder air. At lunchtime, 36. We'll be holding in the low to mid-30s, but then I don't think that we'll drop to the freezing mark until after 6 o'clock tomorrow night. That's when those slick spots could develop. So I'm going to end the forecast right here instead of going over to the matrix wall here, the monitor wall. 40s in the morning, 30s in the afternoon. As temperatures are falling, the moisture moves out. We'll watch for black ice. 20s Wednesday morning with a high of 42. 20s again Thursday morning with a high of 50. Warmer Friday and Saturday. Only a 20% chance for a shower on Saturday. Then a 30% chance on Super Bowl Sunday. Not a washout, just scattered showers, then drying out on Monday.